People, a testimony is always accompanied by a great mistake. But trust me, what I have to say can still change you and has the power to never leave you the same. It can break you and shape you and leave you with the hope you can claim. So this is my story. This is my life. I was a child that didn't understand the price that was paid for my life. I was like walking blind. I looked at myself in the mirror and couldn't see what other people saw. I thought it was the worst. I felt like the scum of the earth. I had so much guilt and so much pain. I tried to hide it, so I looked for my value in friends and guys and the things that I wore and the way that I looked. I tried making myself known, but it left me inside like a clone to the things of this culture. I made myself unknown from the God that created me, the one that formed me, the one that knew me before the foundations of the earth. All that it left me was loneliness, anger, lack of purpose, low self-esteem. It left me broken. But then I met this God that said I was worthy, that it didn't matter where I had been. He told me He loved me and that He will be with me till the end. He made me for Him and He didn't want me to replace Him with sin. But somehow I couldn't let go of my past mistakes. I felt like they couldn't be erased. Such love I couldn't understand. It was grace I couldn't comprehend. It was so hard for me to trust in Jesus. I thought He would let me down like everyone I had around. This love He had for me, it was overwhelming. I couldn't believe it. I mean, someone I had never encountered loved me, saved me, redeemed me, wanted me. But I never knew He encountered me first. Even before I knew it, He was healing the hurt. Can you imagine? He knew we would reject Him, hate Him, treat Him like trash. We wouldn't care about what He did when He was hit with that lash. But He still chose to give all He had just to see us now fall again and see us be last. But back to where I was at. When I came to God, I was broken. I needed help. I couldn't keep going to where I was headed. I knew eventually my life would just fall off a cliff and Satan would be glad and say another soul in hell. But no, God chose to save me at the time that was perfect. When I was about to be beheaded, He said I was worth it. He gave me value that I couldn't find in anything else in this world. He made me smile like the cheesiest girl. When the enemy told me I couldn't do it, that I wasn't worth it, that I would never make it, that I was filthy, ugly, and trash, and I had no value, he told me, who would die for that? But the enemy told me that because he knew if only I knew my value and who was my God a long time ago, I would have cut off his head. But this process has shown me that I don't need to worry about the past. Everything is made new at the touch of His hand. So I hope you will be able to let your eyes see the beauty you hold within just because of His grace and His amazing love. I used to think just like you. How can God love me when I made so many mistakes? How can He love me when all I did was complain? His love is a mind-boggling thing, but just accept it. He doesn't care where you've been, what you've done, how many times you've failed Him, how many times you've gone to the places you shouldn't have gone. It's erased. It's gone. Don't let the past hold you back from the Son who saved you. He is waiting for you to see that He's right there in front of you, embracing you. This is where I'll end. God called me beloved, beautiful, more worthy than diamonds. He loved me even with my worst mistakes. I may have fallen. I might not be the best, but to Him I am worthy of His death. I found hope, love, forgiveness, patience, mercy, grace, fulfillment, purpose, value, joy, peace, accomplishment, and so much more that I can't even write the last of it. Overcoming my fear of being rejected left me with a crown that made me accepted. The King of Kings, the Lord of Lords came into my life, and now I am restored. Now I know who I am and who He is. I live to show everyone else the grace He gives. But remember, our God is a God who forgets and forgives.